If I were to start my job search from zero, I would not apply to as many jobs as I did before. I'd instead use a very completely different strategy because in recent years, as we have seen, especially now, hiring has moved on to a more skills based approach. And employers say that skills gap is one of the biggest barriers right now. So if you can make your skills obvious, then it becomes much more easier to hire you. If you've seen any of my previous videos before this one, then you've seen my journey. I talk about how I broke into remote work after doing many things wrong. And then I do another video where I share with you the exact format of the CV that I use that gets me shortlisted when applying to jobs. And then in one of my recent videos, I talk about not just sending your CV alone, but to back it up with links within the CV that point to your portfolio where you can show off your skills and what you can do. Hi, my name is Lesego and my channel is all about remote work content baked with my own experiences. The first thing I would do is pick one target role for the next 30 days to focus on. Not any job, not any remote anything, not any money making anything, one role. Because clarity is a huge signal and remote hiring is competitive. What you want is for recruiters to know exactly, almost instantly, where to place you instead of being confused. Because if they get confused, then you get kicked to the curb. We don't want that. So if you're focused, you make it much more easier for them to know where to place you. Right now, because your hiring is skills based, being a general anything is not going to help you at all. That is why you need to be sure of the role that you're targeting. That is one of the first things that I would do. Pick a target role and focus on it. Another thing that I would do is to build proof first before applying. Of course, you can apply while you're trying to figure things out, but if you start applying heavy when you are sure, then make sure that you have proof first to prove all of your skills, all of the work that you can do. And I have a rule that I go by. I mention it a lot in the previous videos, is that if it's not clickable, then it probably doesn't count. Especially your CV, make sure that there are links in your CV. The links in your CV point to the proof that you want to show off. And those are your skills. Skill is the most important thing that I try to emphasize anytime, so it's probably going to come up a lot. So, what is proof? As I say, proof is in your portfolio. How would I create the proof? I would work on a mini project that shows a specific skill. And in that project, there's a project summary that explains what I can do. What does all of that become? All of that becomes a link that I can put into my CV where somebody can click and see the proof. Portfolio is proof is skill. I know that I just said that companies are moving to a skills-based approach when hiring, but let's also not pretend that all companies are just gonna follow suit. Some companies are always gonna stick to their old patterns, even though things are moving progressively faster. You're gonna have to also try to bake in some of the old patterns. So that is where ATS comes in. So we play two sides: ATS friendly CV plus undeniable proof of your skills. So your CV strategy becomes very simple. You are playing both sides. You are crafting your CV for software, but also for a human being to read. The software is probably just going to skim through your CV for keywords, and then when it gets passed down, a human being is going to read your CV, and then they're able to just move on to your proof. And you can get hired. Your CV gets you shortlisted, but your proof gets you trusted and hired. That is what we're going with here. Another thing is LinkedIn. I know that we make fun of LinkedIn a lot of the times, but that does not make it not important. LinkedIn is still very much important, especially for remote work, because you need online presence. Treat your LinkedIn as a landing page. So in your LinkedIn, you're going to have a clear headline that explains your role, plus your niche, and about, where you explain what you do, your proof, or the tools that you use. And then you can feature some of the portfolio projects that we just talked about. And then you're going to list the skills that match the jobs that you want in your LinkedIn. So update your headline on LinkedIn and other sites as well. And here's the most important part. I want you to apply less. Applying to many jobs can get very overwhelming, and it can lose all of the motivation that you initially had when you started your job search. So apply less. To apply less, you can use the 10-10-10 strategy. So that is 10 targeted job applications, 10 messages that you're going to send to hiring managers, to maybe some teams that you saw for the job post that you applied for, or recruiters. And then you can make like 10 upgrades or less to your portfolio or your skills. You don't have to make 10 new projects each time, but you can make, as you grow, you're gonna work on a project and it's not gonna be the best that you've done. So when you start to know more, you can start to make edits on your old projects that you've done before. You can make it better, upgrade it a little bit, or just add on to your portfolio. So you don't have to always add, but you can make it better. So that is the 10 targeted job applications, 10 messages, and 10 upgrades to your portfolio or to your proof. So if you don't know, if you don't know what you can send, the message that you can send to whoever you would have sent it to after your job application, you can just say, "Hi, my name is Lesego. I applied for this role, or I'm targeting this role, and this is some of my work. So if you'd like to have a look at it, here's the link." Or, if you'd like to look at my portfolio, here's a link. You're going to just keep your message very simple, very respectful. You're just going to pitch yourself by providing some proof. And that is your portfolio, your skill. Another thing is employers don't just look for technical skills. So you're going to have to bake in your soft skills in there. Soft skills are very simple things like communication, verbal communication, written communication, teamwork. They're basically just things that make sure that you fit in with the team or the people that you work with. So soft skills are also things that you can prove. We know that everybody has those skills, but you also can prove them in your portfolio. When you explain your project summary, you can show the problems that you've solved. So that is problem solving. How you communicate results in your portfolio. That is communication, written communication. If you also deliver your project results in a video, that is verbal communication. So that is my very basic strategy that I would use if I were to start my job search from zero, knowing what I know now. I'm not going to pretend there's not a lot that goes on behind job searching. There is a lot that I might have skipped over. And one of those things is research. You're going to always have to research the jobs that you want, make sure you know what gives you an entry ticket to those jobs. So if you do a lot of research before trying to find a job, that can help you significantly. So always try to research the jobs that you want. That is how you get to know what works and what doesn't, and also what employers are looking for, what tools the people in the industry that you want to enter use, what they prefer, what they don't. It helps you start conversations if you were to ever go out and try to network and socialize with people in those exact same circles. So research is a huge part of job search. Do not ever skip that step. In the previous videos that I just mentioned before, I go, to an extensive length trying to explain all of these things. So if you want an extension of what we just talked about, then you can go ahead and watch these previous videos. I'm going to leave a link in the description. I'm also going to leave a free CV template that you can use if you've not seen one of my previous videos where I give out the CV and explain it. And also my Notion template. If you want access to all of those things, I'm just going to leave the links to all of them in the description and you can just go on and grab them. If you've just started your job search, whether you're a student or newly from university, somebody who's switching careers, transitioners, do it all the time, I really, really hope that my videos would be of so much help to you. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next one.